Have you ever found yourself being overly kind, only to feel drained and unappreciated? In today's video, we'll explore when kindness hurts, the unseen consequences of being too nice. We'll look at how excessive kindness can harm your life and what you can do to avoid it. By watching this video, you will understand how to find a healthy balance between being kind and protecting your well-being. Discover practical strategies for maintaining your kindness without giving up your own happiness. Ask yourself, is my kindness costing me more than it should? Am I sacrificing my own well-being to please others? Stay with us and discover how being kind in an intelligent way can transform your relationships and strengthen your self-esteem. Don't miss these valuable tips that can change the way you interact with the world around you. Being overly kind may seem like an admirable virtue, but it can actually have unexpected and harmful consequences. Excessive kindness is when you feel the need to always be kind and please everyone, even at the cost of your own well-being. This can lead to a life of constant personal sacrifice, where your own needs and desires are constantly put on the back burner. Often, this behavior arises from a desire to avoid conflict, seek acceptance, or fear of rejection. It is common for people who suffer from excessive agreeableness to have grown up in environments where being agreeable was a way of gaining approval. This need to please can become an emotional trap, leading to a life of stress and burnout. The Stoics, like Seneca, taught that we must be conscious of our actions and intentions. Seneca said, "Sometimes even living is an act of courage." For those who are overly kind, living authentically and in balance can be quite a challenge. It takes courage to say no and prioritize your own mental and physical health. Marcus Aurelius, another great Stoic, emphasized the importance of living according to reason and not being carried away by uncontrolled emotions. He stated, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. If your thoughts are constantly focused on pleasing others, it can negatively affect your happiness and well-being." Therefore, understanding what excessive kindness is and its causes is the first step to finding a healthy balance. Recognizing that true kindness begins with caring for yourself is essential. By balancing your kindness with self-preservation, you can cultivate healthier relationships and a more fulfilling life. Identifying the signs of excessive friendliness is crucial to begin dealing with this behavior. Often, these signs are subtle and can be easily ignored or rationalized as simple acts of kindness. However, it is important to recognize them to avoid negative consequences. One of the first signs is difficulty saying no. When you find yourself constantly accepting requests and responsibilities, even when you're overwhelmed, it could be an indication that you're being overly kind. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Learning to say no assertively is a way to react wisely. Another sign is the constant feeling of exhaustion. If you're always tired and lacking energy, it could be a result of putting other people's needs before your own. This burnout can lead to long-term mental and physical health problems. Seneca reminds us, "Nothing, indeed, belongs to us except time." Use your time to take care of yourself. Neglecting your own needs is a sure sign that excessive kindness is at play. When you're so focused on pleasing others that you forget to take care of your own basic needs like rest, adequate nutrition, and time for yourself, it's harmful. Marco Aurelio advises us to accept our own reality and seek harmony with it. Taking care of yourself is part of this harmony. Accepting inappropriate behavior from others is also a sign that you may be being overly kind. If you tolerate disrespect, manipulation, or exploitation, it indicates that you are allowing others to overstep your boundaries. Epictetus teaches us that we must maintain our dignity and self-control. Establishing clear boundaries is essential to maintaining your dignity. These signs are indicators that you may be prioritizing kindness over your own well-being. Recognizing these signs is the first step to changing this behavior and starting to take better care of yourself. The negative consequences of excessive kindness can be profound and long-lasting. One of the most significant impacts is on mental health. People who are excessively kind often suffer from emotional exhaustion, anxiety and, in extreme cases, depression. The constant pressure to please others can lead to a state of chronic stress. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not over external events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Finding strength in your own mind is crucial to combating these consequences. In addition to the impact on mental health, excessive friendliness can negatively affect your personal relationships. When you are constantly giving more than you receive, your relationships become unbalanced and can lead to resentment. People may begin to take your kindness for granted and exploit your generosity. Seneca stated, "True happiness is enjoying the present, without anxious dependence on the future." Join our Stoicist journey at Buy Me a Coffee. Support with a donation or as a member and have a voice in our community. Every coffee fuels our mission to share wisdom. Be our pillar, make a difference today, future. Enjoying the present means establishing relationships based on mutual respect. Self-esteem also suffers when you are overly kind. Constantly putting others first can leave you feeling unappreciated and insignificant. Over time, this negative self-perception can become a vicious cycle. Epictetus reminds us, people are disturbed not by things but by their view of them. Changing your view of yourself and others is vital to restoring your self-esteem. Excessive friendliness can lead to a lack of self-confidence. When you constantly worry about pleasing others, you may begin to doubt your own abilities and decisions. This can lead to procrastination and inaction, hindering your personal and professional growth. Marco Aurelio said, "The perfection of character is this, living each day as if it were the last, without frenzy, without apathy, without pretension." Living authentically, without the need to please, is a step towards true self-confidence. Finally, excessive kindness can lead to emotional dependence. When you depend on the approval of others to feel good about yourself, you lose control over your own happiness. Seneca advises, "What you do not wish for yourself, do not do for others." This includes not sacrificing your own well-being for the approval of others. Finding a balance between being kind and taking care of yourself is key to a healthy, balanced life. Finding a balance between being kind and taking care of yourself can bring countless benefits to your life. One of the main benefits is improved mental and physical health. When you learn to set limits and say no when necessary, you reduce stress and emotional exhaustion. Seneca said, "Life, if well spent, is long." Using your time and energy in a balanced way prolongs your health and well-being. Personal relationships also become healthier and more balanced when you learn to find this balance. When you don't constantly sacrifice yourself to please others, relationships become based on respect and reciprocity. Marcus Aurelius stated, "Accept the things to which fate binds you and love the people with whom fate binds you, but do it with all your heart." Loving others in a healthy way also means loving yourself. Finding a balance in kindness also contributes to personal growth. When you prioritize your own needs and goals, you have more energy and focus to dedicate to your development. Epictetus teaches us, "First, tell yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." By defining your priorities and acting accordingly, you achieve a greater level of personal fulfillment. Self-confidence is another significant benefit of finding this balance. When you learn to value your own needs and say no when necessary, you strengthen your self-confidence and self-esteem. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul is colored with the color of its thoughts." Thinking positively about yourself and your actions strengthens your confidence and resilience. Ultimately, finding a balance between being kind and taking care of yourself allows you to live a more authentic and fulfilling life. You become more true to yourself and others by living according to your own values and principles. Seneca stated, "Live according to your own nature." When you live according to your own nature, you find true peace and satisfaction. To achieve this healthy balance, there are several practical strategies you can apply in your daily life. The first strategy is to learn to say no assertively. We are often afraid to say no for fear of disappointing others, but it is essential to preserving your own mental and physical health. Epictetus said, if someone told you that a thing was in your greatest interest and that thing did not depend on you, they would certainly be mistaken. Saying no when necessary is a way of exercising control over your own life. Establishing clear limits in your relationships is also essential. Defining what is acceptable and what is not helps protect your energy and well-being. Marcus Aurelius advises, love only that which comes to you woven into the pattern of your destiny. For what could be more suitable? Setting limits is part of loving and respecting yourself. Prioritizing your own needs without guilt is another important strategy. It's easy to feel guilty about putting your needs first, but remembering that you can't take care of others if you don't take care of yourself is crucial. Seneca stated, start immediately to live and count each day as a separate life. Living fully includes taking care of yourself. Practicing self-care regularly is essential to maintaining this balance. This can include activities like exercise, meditation, hobbies, and quality time with yourself. Epictetus reminds us, do not seek happiness outside yourself, but within yourself. Finding time for self-care is about finding happiness within yourself. Finally, carrying out self-affirmation exercises can help reinforce your self-confidence and self-esteem. Practicing positive affirmations and remembering your achievements and qualities helps to strengthen your perception of yourself. Marcus Aurelius said, the quality of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Maintaining positive thoughts about yourself is essential to living in a balanced and healthy way. To better illustrate how excessive kindness can negatively impact a person's life, let's explore some practical examples and case studies. These stories will help you understand the real consequences and coping strategies. First, we have the case of Maria, a nurse who always put the needs of her patients and colleagues above her own. Maria rarely said no and often worked overtime, resulting in extreme burnout. Maria's health began to deteriorate, and she realized that her excessive friendliness was negatively affecting both her professional and personal life. Drawing inspiration from Epictetus' words, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters, Maria learned to set boundaries and prioritize her self-care. As a result, she regained her energy and significantly improved her quality of life. Another example is João, a project manager who always sought to please his team and superiors, accepting more tasks than he could handle. He believed that by doing this he would be more valued at work. However, this approach led to the accumulation of stress and underperformance. Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not over external events. Realize this, and you will find strength. João realized he needed to change his mindset and started delegating tasks, saying no when necessary and focusing on his own responsibilities. Through this, he not only improved his performance but also gained more respect and trust from his team. We can also mention Anna, a mother who always put the family's needs first, neglecting her own well-being. She believed that being a good mother meant sacrificing herself completely for her children and her husband. Seneca reminds us, life, if well spent, is long. Anna began to understand that taking care of herself was fundamental to being a present and healthy mother. She began making time for her own activities and interests, finding a balance that benefited the entire family. These examples show that although kindness is a virtue, when taken to extremes it can have harmful consequences. Recognizing these patterns in your own life and taking steps to correct course can lead to a more balanced and fulfilling life. We've reached the end of this video about the dangers of excessive kindness and how to find a healthy balance. I hope the information and examples we discussed were enlightening and inspiring. Remember the words of Marcus Aurelius, the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Cultivating thoughts that value both kindness and self-care is essential for a full and balanced life. It's not about abandoning kindness, but about integrating it in a healthy way into your life. Now, I encourage you to reflect on your own actions and behavior patterns. Do you identify with any of the signs of excessive friendliness we discussed? If so, what steps can you start taking today to find a better balance? Remember that saying no when necessary, setting clear limits, and prioritizing your own well-being is not selfish, but a way of taking care of yourself so you can better care for others. To help you on this journey, consider making a list of situations in which you tend to be overly kind and think of practical ways to deal with them in a more balanced way. Share your experiences and strategies in the comments below. Let's learn together and support each other in this transformation. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next videos. And, of course, share this content with friends and family who could benefit from this information. Together, we can build a stronger, healthier community. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.